welcome to the 2013 Men's Gauntlet at CrossFit Roseville. My name is Justin. I'm one of the owners and founders here at CrossFit Roseville, and I just want to run through quickly the movement standards on some of these workouts. We're just going to try and hit the big movement issues that might come up, some of the common questions. We're expecting most of the athletes to be pretty well versed in the movements before they get here. But hopefully this fast video will answer some questions you might have. If you have more specific questions, do me a favor, type it in the comments on our Facebook page and we'll try and get them answered as soon as possible. Obviously, I can't cover everything in a short video like this, but we can try and give you a head start on what might come up. So, on thrusters, you can do a squat clean into a thruster, that's fine. If you want to squat clean it right into your first thruster, that's fine. And just like standard thruster, locked out at the top, ears in front of the arms by the profile view, full depth squat at the bottom, okay? Rx guys are using 135, scaled are using 75. On chest to bar pull-ups, the bar's gotta hit your chest at or below the clavicle. Okay, so butterflies are fine. The judges will be making sure that you touch the bar. Okay, if you want to do a regular kipping, that's fine. As long as your chest touches, you'll be fine. On the scaled version, instead of pull-ups, you're doing a sumo deadlift high pull. Basically, we're checking for movement from the ground to the collarbone with the bar. That's our idea of a sumo deadlift high pull. On burpees, when you jump on the burpees, this is what we expect for a burpee. Your chest touches the ground, and you're going to be vertical when you jump, and you need to be able to see the ears in front of the arms when your hands come together. So this won't work. That's 2 no reps. You need to do this. You need to be in the air, vertical, shoulders over the hips, over the knees, hands together while you're in the air, ears in front of the arms. On kettlebell swings, the bottom of the kettlebell needs to point straight up. Okay, so how you get it from your arms touching the legs to here, doesn't matter. As long as your ears are in front of the arms and your body's vertical and the bottom of the kettlebell points straight up. This won't work, because the kettlebell is not pointed straight up. That works. That works. That doesn't work. Okay? Toes to bar. Both feet have to be touching the bar at the same time. It can be any part of the shoe. For the scaled, we're doing sit-ups. Your hands need to touch the ground by the head and touch the ground by the feet, and you need to be vertical. So hands touch the ground, hands touch the ground, okay, for the sit-ups. That covers station 1. The timing and the scoring you can see online in the workout description. Station 2, power snatch and box jump. It can be a power snatch, it can be a squat snatch, that's fine. It's basically from the ground to locked out overhead. You do 15 of those and then 15 box jumps. For the box jump, we'll use what you see in the CrossFit Games and at regionals. Your hips have to be open while your feet are on the box. You can jump down, you can step down. We're not accepting this because your hips opened in the air and your feet were not still in the box. For scaled, you can't do step-ups. Rx'd, you cannot do step-ups. That covers station 2A. Station 2B is a skill test. For overhead squats, your first overhead squat can be a squat snatch. That's fine. If you want to squat snatch it, and then begin your set of overhead squats, that's fine. Full depth, all the way down below parallel, all the way up. Pistols, as long as you are balanced on one leg and your other leg and arms and butt don't touch the ground and you get just below parallel and back up, we're going to count it. you must alternate legs. You can grab a toe, that's fine, as long as nothing touches the ground, okay? If you have found a way to do pistols with a leg in some other alternate position, as long as you can get full depth with the crease of the hip below the knee, we're gonna accept that. As long as you're straight up before anything else touches the ground, okay? Double unders and singles are self-explanatory. If on station 2B you get to the muscle ups, you'll be at rings. If you need to jump up to the rings and set your false grip, that's fine, but we're expecting you to start your muscle ups from below 90 degrees with the arms. You can't do muscle ups from here. You need to be almost straight. If you're holding a false grip, we need you almost straight. If you're using a normal grip, we're expecting you to be straight. But if you're getting to do your false grip, we'll let you have a little bit of flex in the arm, but you can't be at 90 degrees. Then with the scale, you'll be doing pull-ups on that skill set. This is station 2B, and pull-ups will take butterfly, gymnastics kip, anything goes as long as your chin's over the bar. On station 3, on the 3-rep hang snatch, this can be a power snatch or it can be a squat snatch. But they have to be started from the hang position. We're considering the hang position anything above the knees. So this will not count because I started from the ground. Other than that, anything that starts above the knees is fine, okay? If you want to take a really big dip and go all the way to the top of the knees, that's fine. Power snatch is fine. Squat snatch is fine. If you want to set the bar down here and re-grip, that's fine. As long as the bar stays above the knees. If you go for a big pull and you go down to here and back up, even though it didn't touch the ground, it doesn't count because you went below the knees. If you set it on your back, catch your breath, it doesn't count. The only place you can rest is in the crease of the hip. You'll get a score for load on that. You'll take the bar, you'll load it up into the racks that are waiting, and you'll do your 10-rep back squat. You'll be responsible for loading the weight. You'll be responsible for managing your time. You have 6 minutes to find your 10-rep back squat. If you want to do a warm-up set of 1, 2, or 3, doesn't matter. Your score will be how many you do with 10, okay? If you do not finish the set of 10 within the amount of time, you're not going to get a score. You need to finish a set of 10 within the 6-minute time cap. If you get in trouble and you dump the bar on the ground, you're responsible for getting it back in the rack and completing the set before time is up. You're not allowed to get help loading or unloading the bar or putting the bar back in the rack. What's next? You're going to get a score for load of that. After that, you've got a small little chipper, station 4. Wall balls, deadlifts, handstand push-ups, and a sled pull. On wall balls, you will be able to do like a squat clean for your first wall ball, as long as you stand all the way up. This is not the one I want to test. So you can do this. That's fine. You cannot do this. We're not going to let you bounce. So these are no reps. If you want to let the ball come to full rest, and then you want to go again, you can squat clean it, but you've got to stand all the way up before your first rep. You cannot do this. We're not counting that, okay? Also, if you stop and then go, we're not counting it. The judges are going to be looking real close. It's up to you to know how to do these things properly. If it looks funky, we're calling it funky, and we're not counting it as a rep. After the wall balls, you'll do deadlifts. On the deadlifts, just make sure your shoulders are behind the bar at the top. My shoulders are behind the bar. This would not count, because my shoulders never went behind the bar. On the handstand push-ups, this is the setup we're going to have. 2 45-pound plates with an ab mat between. You'll be responsible for keeping your hands on these plates. No thumbs hanging off, no fingers hanging off. Your hand has to be on the plate, okay? No fingers in the hole, no fingers on the side. You'll go all the way down till your head touches the mat, and you'll go up. At the top of your handstand push-up, your feet cannot be wider than your hands, so no straddles at the top. You can kip, that's fine, but your hands have to be on the plates, your head has to touch the mat, and your feet have to be in tight above your hands. After you've completed the 10 handstand push-ups, you'll pull a sled for 260 meters. These are the sleds we're using. 2 plates will be here, you take the straps. How you want to position the straps on your body is up to you. A lot of people will probably hook them like this and take off running. Some people might put their arms through the loops, that's fine. Anything goes. As long as you're dragging the sled our 260-meter lap, you'll be fine. If you end up wanting to be creative, be careful. If you get too creative, we're not going to count it. If you want to drag it like this, backwards, that's fine. But don't get creative and make sure the sled is on the ground at all times. Pretty much it's a pull, it's a sled pull, so figure out a way to pull it using these straps. I think that's everything. If we missed anything, I apologize. Oh, at the end, after the sled push, after the sled pull, you get time for that workout. With your remaining time, it's all about clean and jerks, so you'll be able to finish strong. That's basically get it from the ground to locked out overhead, show control. Make sure that you're not lowering the bar before you're done standing up. That wouldn't count. Make sure that once you got it overhead, you stand up under control. If you're walking around, we're not going to count it till your feet are shoulder width, at least, at a maximum, and you're under control. If your feet are too wide, we're not going to count it. So it'll probably be clean and jerks at that point. Get a lot of reps and finish strong. It's 1 hour of work. A lot of us have tested out this workout. We did a lot of test runs, getting the workouts just right. We think we got a good mix. You're going to have a nice hour, and enjoy.